Shalom, shalom, and welcome. This is From Four Corners, a series reflecting on Isaiah 11th chapter, 12th verse. It is a series directed to those who embrace and expect and believe that there will be a gathering from the four corners of the earth regarding those who have been scattered, the children of Yahusha, the children of Yahuah. It is a message to those who seek to do the will of the Almighty Father and accept that it is He, Yahuah, whose word was manifest in the flesh, whose word was sacrificed, whose word was named Yahusha Mashyach. This is a message to you who seek to do the will of the Almighty Father Yahuah and accept Yahusha as Mashyach. It is a message to you who I believe are my brothers and my sisters. If you're tuning in for the first time, my name is Symmanayah, and today is June 17, 2014. With that said, this segment of From Four Corners is entitled Continuity and Consistency. Continuity and Consistency. My brothers and sisters, allow me to first define the words used in the title of this segment. Continuity is defined as the unbroken and consistent existence or operation of something over a period of time. Continuity can also be defined as the quality of something that does not stop or change as time passes. Consistency is defined always acting or behaving in the same way. It can also be defined as continuing to happen or develop in the same way. Now, allow me to offer the following for your consideration. Malachi 3:6 says, "For I am Yahuah, I shall not change, and you, O sons of Yaakov, shall not come to an end." James 1:17 says, "Every good gift and every perfect gift is from above, coming down from the Father of lights, with whom there is no change nor shadow of turning." My brothers and sisters, it appears when it comes to discerning the life in scriptures, we have been overtaken with delusions and distractions, leading us to do the opposite of what is righteous and true. Many have taken on trust in the time and research that they have put into a matter without regards to hearing from the voice of the Spirit of our living Savior Yahusha. In other words, they believe because they spent hours and hours studying and read books on top of books and videos and reference materials, that makes their position of belief that much stronger, as opposed to seeking the living guidance of the Spirit of Yahusha to see and witness Him make their studies and research come alive, or bring about discernment to prove that in some of these research and reference material it is plain wickedness and erroneous information. My brothers and sisters, scriptures inform us that the Almighty Father Yahuah sent His set-apart Spirit in Yahusha's name to teach and remind us of whatever He tells us. Let's consider some things as it relates to this subject, continuity and consistency. A child is born. He or she grows bigger and older, and at some point face physical death. And we know that exception will be upon the return of the Messiah. There will be those who will still be physically alive. But my point here is that a baby is born, they grow older and bigger, and that is the sequence of their journey. The same with an animal or any living creature. It is birth or hatch, it grows bigger and older, and at some point face death. Most living things face life and will age only to perish at an appointed time. Even plants begin as a seed and grow only to later face death. Most people in times past, even now, rise up in the morning to work, and they rest at night only to repeat that process over and over again each day. Our physical bodies are designed to function most effectively during daylight hours, or during the daylight. We are not people who were created to function at our best in the dark. One could say we are not the children of darkness, literally or spiritually speaking. Light is often referenced to righteousness, and darkness is often representative of rebellion and or wickedness, opposite of what is righteous. There are no arguments that the Almighty Father represents light and that he is Aleph Tah. Consider the following, Revelations 22:5, and night shall be no more, and they shall have no need of a lamp or the light of the sun, because Yahuwah Elohim shall give them light, and they shall reign forever and ever. The brightest of light and the greatest of all lights is Yahuwah, our Creator and Almighty Father. If you can receive this, then consider the next steps for light. Could it be that it began with the brilliant light of the Most High Father Yahuwah? Consider the word Aleph. And then we witness him creating the sun, the moon, and the stars. If we seek the life in scriptures, one could come to an agreement that Yahuwah is the brightest and the most brilliant of all lights. Then he created the sun, the moon, and the stars. Believe it or not, these words identify continuity and consistency in his actions and his behaviors. When one examined the examples I presented from the beginning regarding natural life cycles to the order and cycles of light, there is indeed continuity and consistency in the sequence. There will be those who will attack these words. There will be those who will even call these words big words, continuity and consistency. There will even be those who will say man's wisdom did not meet the Most High's wisdom in their attack of this message, because I was compelled to entitle it continuity and consistency. I submit to you, my brothers and sisters, form and function describes words and the actions that are expected to be produced as a result of these words. I could have very much entitled this segment First Steps to Last Steps, or maybe even the directional flow of life. I believe if you prefer a different form, that is a different choice of that would represent a different choice of words, by all means, consider it. As for me, this segment has been put on my heart and mind to present as continuity and consistency. With all of this said, my brothers and sisters, consider the matter of our final exodus during end times, which many of us have come to expect. Consider the matter of the 144,000 in multitude being gathered from the four corners of the earth. From our current positions, in order to fulfill end time prophecies, we must and will come to realize that we will begin movement, that our final days before the return of our Messiah, our Mashyach Yahusha, will require steps and transitions. While we can probably picture making it to the promised land, a safe place during the Great Tribulation, I submit to you, it's going to take work. It will take work, movement, structure, discipline, resources, and many other details in order to successfully fulfill what is written. And we will receive all that is necessary to bring it to pass from the Almighty Father. My brothers and sisters, over the next several months, as we are refined, we will discover unity will begin to take shape among the children of obedience who are not appointed to the wrath of the Almighty Father. As unity begins to take shape, I am compelled to believe we will come to identify that during our journey, a day begins from morning and is measured from morning to the next morning. Just as life began with the Most High Father, who is light, and then we witness all his creation from the span of all the darkness of space to the light that he created in the sun, the moon, and the stars, the day follows a similar cycle. Light, darkness, then light again. Pray and seek to earnestly see the continuity and consistency of this matter, for it will prove to be of great importance for our gathering, our final exodus, and our interactions once we arrive to an appointed place of safety before the great tribulation become intense. Who has considered Isaiah 55:11, which mentions how the Most High word begins and where it returns? It speaks on how his words will not return to him empty. It began from him and they will return to him. Who has considered that the region where life began, the Garden of Eden, is the same region, I'm saying region, where life will come to an end? Thus the mention of the Valley of Megiddo, or what many erroneously call the Battle of Armageddon. I submit to you, my brothers, where it began, the region where it began will be the region where it will end. It will be the region where the Mashyach, our Messiah, Yahusha, will return. My brothers and sisters, the time will come when each individual who will be part in the final exodus, as well as those who will be commanded to be martyrs for the sake of Yahusha, our Messiah, will come to identify when a day began and when it ends. We will unanimously agree that a day begins from morning to morning. Please note, I did not say sunrise to sunrise. Are you aware daylight happens every day, but one cannot always see the sun? As we venture closer to our final exodus or our final place before martyrdom, we will know the importance of when a day begins and when it ends. Who has considered that long ago erroneous and wicked teachers presented the total opposite and disconnected the meaning of what a true day represents? Yes, there are those who studied and done their research and everything, but they failed to get on their knees and pray and see the life and see the continuity and consistency of how a day begins and ends is similar to how creation began and how it would end. It began with the light of the Most High Father. It will end with us in his presence of his brilliance and his light. My brothers and sisters, all life as we know it, as we see it, will become clear as to when a day begins and ends. It is critical for these final days. So prepare to witness proof and clarity come. In some cases, it will be at the expense of some individuals' lives. In some cases, it will just bring extreme humility to those who will yield to correction, yield to reproof, yield to righteousness. My brothers and sisters, life itself begins by every word that comes from him who is light, that is Yahuah, our Almighty Father. The life of man began by the very breath breathed into the physical body. Our life did not begin with the flesh or in the darkness of a womb. It began at the spoken word of the Almighty Father Yahuah. It began with light. Pray and watch. The importance of knowing the truth about when a day begins and ends is paramount for the final exodus. There are many things we are instructed to guard and honor in our worship and obedience to the Most High Father Yahuah. There will be many other incidents where we will discover orders and commands regarding what to guard and honor. In either situation, we will discover the necessity to know when a day begins and ends. We will come to see the continuity and consistency of when a day begins and ends, how it lines up with life cycles of man, beasts, plants, and more. The time will come when the following verse will make more sense than ever before. I will read them again. Malachi 3:6. For I am Yahuah, I shall not change, and you, O sons of Yaakov, shall not come to an end. James 1:17. Every good gift and every perfect gift is from above, coming down from the Father of lights, with whom there is no change nor shadow of turning. The erroneous teachings of those who believe a day begins at night or evening will be laid waste among those who pursue righteousness, the light, the Almighty Father Yahuah, and accept Yahusha as Messiah, as Mashyach. Whether one uses the term contextual and try to academically analyze the text and state their case, proof will come. Righteous proof will make the scriptures alive. And with the scriptures being made alive, we will come to know what indeed the author meant by all that is written regarding a day. There are brothers and sisters who are deeply entrenched in their acceptance of the total opposite of what is true regarding when a day begins and ends. unaware that in all the research that they've done and all the contextual studies that they have performed, that they are mistaken when it comes to when a day begins and ends. Soon and very soon, my brothers and sisters, we will have to choose what side we stand as it relates to when a day began and ends. Soon and very soon, we will have to choose a side, those who will be partakers in end time prophecy, and we will witness the proof, all the proof that is necessary. In some cases, my brothers and sisters, it will result in some being left behind or in the demise of others. For nothing can nor will stop righteousness from emerging among the children of obedience. Yes, many trust their own research and academic prowess and wit versus growing in discernment and hearing what the voice of the Spirit of Yahushua has to say about a matter, specifically the matter of when a day begins and ends. My brothers and sisters, there is continuity and consistency in the words and actions from the Almighty Father. Believe it or not, all appointed times have a purpose and each come with continuity and consistency. He who seeks the life in scriptures will find the wholeness in all that is righteous as the Spirit of Yahushua make it known. Until next time, my brothers, know this: reproof and discipline is promised to the children of obedience. The children of the Almighty Father Yahuah will come to be refined, perfected, reproved, and disciplined by the hand of the Most High, as led, as taught, as guided, as reminded by the Spirit of Yahushua. End times will bring conditions that will break through all stubbornness and wicked behaviors, teachings, and practices. It will break through all erroneous teachings. We will discover that end times will be humbling times of refinement for those who will truly be among the ranks of the 144,000 in multitude. We will learn how to come away from erroneous and wicked teachings and practices, whether the person have good intentions or not. It is about righteousness. Remember the story of Uzzah, one who put his hands to try to stop the Ark of the Covenant from falling after the Almighty Father had smote it because they had it on a cart. Uzzah had good intentions, but they were not righteous actions. Thus, he was killed at the hand of the Most High. My brothers and sisters, we read about historical events where the discipline and even the wrath of the Most High Father took place. But I submit to you, soon and very soon, we will be surprised when we begin to see the power and might and strength of the Most High bring us to correction, to refinement. He will lay waste all wicked and evil distractions among those who will be sharpened, refined, to fulfill the task at hand regarding what has been written pertaining to the 144,000 and multitude that will come out of the great tribulation. Until next time, my brothers and sisters, I invite you to continue pursuing righteousness, continue to be encouraged and trust that the Most High Father's plan will come to be. Continue to seek after righteousness with the intent to discern and understand what the Spirit of Yahushua is indeed saying to us individually, to us one towards another, through his chosen leaders and or sent messengers. Until next time, my brothers and sisters, remember, the Most High changed not. He who is able to discern the continuity and consistency in the actions of the Most High would have discovered a righteous path, a path of understanding, a path towards maturity and righteousness as led by the Spirit of Yahushua. Until next time, I invite you to continue to stay tuned to From Four Corners, a series addressed to those who seek to do the will of the Almighty Father Yahuah and have accepted Yahusha as Messiah. Until next time, my brothers and sisters, shalom, shalom,